And across the bottom of your screen, you will see each team's lineup. Again, a late scratch to Alex Pietrangelo because of an illness. So Caden Korzak steps into his spot alongside Nick Hagan, a deep pairing. As that shot knuckleballs in from Jack Eichel is covered by Calvin Pickard for the game's first save. That goaltending uncertainty is probably not something you want.
No, definitely. And trying to enter a goalie's mind is tough to do.
McDavid shoots. Save made by Aiden Hill. And he squares off with McDavid. At least for their club, set records in terms of efficiency. So this is a good power play when it gets a chance to operate. And here's Shea Theodore. To Olofsson and back to Theodore, who quarterbacks. Wrist shot. Score! Oh, check that. It hit the post. No, they'll call that a goal. Carlson gets a tip, it appears, and they strike on the power play to the Vegas Golden Knights. They've got the 1-0 lead.
Not on this power play. That's Hurdle's spot in the middle of the ice. He's getting fixed in the locker room. So Carlson jumps into that spot with a nice tip in front. Watch Theodore on the point here. His head's up the entire way. He's just trying to get this on net. As Stone's right in front, and Carlson gets a tip on this. Right there. It bounces in on Pickard. He can't pick it up.
When you have a chance to reach you on the power play, you heal quickly.
It's amazing how fast you heal up.
Theodore accelerates. Theodore splits the defense. Save made by Pickard.
Yeah, Theodore with his head up the entire way, and you can see Nurse, he's backing off the blue line because Theodore's coming with so much speed. He realizes he has a little bit of time and space, catches Nurse flat-footed.
They do end up giving the goal to Mark Stone, so it must have just barely glanced off of his leg into the net. Here's a shot for Olofsson. Save made through traffic by Pickard.
And that's what Vegas has to do when McDavid and Draisaitl are on the ice. Defend them by playing offense.
Arvidsson, a backhander, easily sticked away by Hill, and it's behind Hill, and he is going to trap it with the right pad.
He crossed the line, but he was underneath his pad.
Off the draw, shot off the post! A quick release by Trent Frederick. Fight through the contact of Whitecloud. Gets it to Nugent Hopkins. Moving it to the right corner to Bouchard, who activates. Corey Perry off the end boards, out in front. Trying to tuck one on net was Kane. Centering pass intercepted by Riley Smith. So number 6 in gold, his first ever playoff game. Moving in, that shot. Check save made on Podkolzin by Aiden Hill. And Callahan, Stormy Bonantoni is with us as well. I am Bob Wischusen. As this doubleheader of playoff hockey tonight on ESPN, obviously off to a terrific start already. Mark Stone shoots, scores! He's got a pair, and it's a 2-0 Vegas lead.
Vegas off to a great start here in game 1 of this series, and it's their top guys again. You see Stone coming in late. He times this perfectly. He lets the forecheck go by, creates that time and space. Little fake shot there, hesitation, and then
Smith crashes behind the net to Kulak. Long outlet, Draisaitl. Across to McDavid. Connor McDavid in front. Score! Corey Perry off the feed from McDavid. It was started by Draisaitl. The top line strikes, and Edmonton's on the board.
Stone jumped up on the bench, and he wanted to get on the ice, but he didn't have a chance to. And what a pass here from McDavid to Corey Perry, and Perry does a great job here with patience. He doesn't shoot this right away. He knows Hill's going from his left to his right.
The last time the Vegas Golden Knights lost a playoff game where they led after 1 period at home was their opening season. There's a shot that hits the post from Henrique.
Edmonton with a great opportunity to start this period as Henrique grabs this puck as it's turned over there at the blue line and beats Hill, just can't beat the post as he goes blocker side.
Runs right into the shoulder of Barbashev. Wallman sweeps it point to point. Bouchard to McDavid, shoots, glove save made by Hill. Chipped by Nurse, gets a return, the one touch ahead, and Janmark brings it across. Arvidsson on his right. Janmark centering pass, save made by Hill.
Yeah, Hill almost backs up and goes in as Arvidsson gets his stick on this. It's going 5-hole.
Rifles it right back in, cranks it around behind Hill. Past his stick. There's a shot, save made by Hill with the blocker. The rebound available, pops up in the air right over the cage.
And this is the play before where this puck Almost goes behind Hill as he just gets a piece of it to knock it over the net.
Haig races in. Hill gets there first. Spins it up the boards, not past Draisaitl. McDavid right down Broadway. Shoots. Glove save Hill with traffic in front.
As McDavid just so shifty, finds a way to get that shot through, and Hill flashes the left.
Nugent Hopkins with room. Down to the goal line. Trying to backhand one is Hyman, and it's tied up. Hill made the save, and the officials lost sight of the puck.
But it ends up popping out to McDavid. Whistle already went, though, and play was dead. Yeah, you can actually see McDavid's stick come right in.
Connor McDavid flying around the back of the net to pick up the puck off the drop from Darnell Nurse. End to end goes McDavid. Sets up Bouchard for a shot. Fluttering shot off the stick. On the glove of Hill, and it caroms in off McDavid's backhander. They bank it in off Hill.
This whole play starts as McDavid carries this puck up ice. Draisaitl does a nice little pick there on Eichel to give McDavid a little bit of space. As this shot comes through, Draisaitl knocks it out of midair, traps it as it hits the ice, and throws that off.
Theodore sauces across to Eichel. Eichel down to the goal line. Stone out in front, poked out by Hurdle. Save made by Pickard. And there's a pile up in the crease.
Yeah, Pickard with some good stops here. Hasn't been tested much. There's a couple key stops on this penalty kill. This was his best one on Hurdle. As he gets it with his left pad, make sure that doesn't go underneath. You get a view from over top as Hurdle's digging away there. Gets tackled by Nurse, doesn't like that.
Good stick by Darnell Nurse. As Saad tried to drag one through his skates. Klingberg snaps ahead. The drop by Nugent Hopkins. It's to Hyman. Shoots. Score! Zach Hyman rips it home. Edmonton has the lead.
Edmonton was controlling play, and it all starts with a turnover right there from Saad, just inside the blue line. And then Edmonton gets to the attack. As Nugent Hopkins kicks that out to Kane. Good pass to Hyman, who's heads up the entire way, shoots it around the block. Glove side on Hill, off the post and in. As Hyman, with his third of the playoffs, puts Edmonton up 3-2.
Earlier in the shift, Zach Hyman took a stick right. Handled by Eichel. Leaves for Barbashev. Sweeps it towards the net. That was blocked by Bouchard. Minute 50 to go. Racing the other way, Brown. He's in. Brown! Score! The insurance for the Oilers, courtesy of Connor Brown.
It's going to be Connor Brown who goes to the attack. Right here, he gets this puck and he's just off to the races. Vegas was out there for a long shift. Good move there on Theodore. Then just shoots it glove side on Hill. As Brown gets the insurance marker to make it a 4-2 game. Pickard grabs that second shot.
On the draw, loose in the circle, the final seconds ticking down. Eichel with a wrister blocked out to the neutral zone by Janmark.
Yeah, Edmonton's bench all standing up, banging on that boards after that Janmark block.
And game one belongs to Edmonton.